I know I'm a few days late to the party, but I wanted to talk about GameStop today. I'm sure all of you have already heard about what's going on with it. You know the stocks are rising and it's not natural. They're falling down a little bit more now, but they were skyrocketing, like way unnatural for GameStop. And it wasn't by organic, regular trading means. Something crazy happened, and it's still happening, and it might have saved GameStop. I know this isn't strictly a gaming topic or entertainment topic, but it's GameStop, a place I've been going to since I was just a wee lad. Well, a young lad. I've never been wee. But it's a place that I really, really love. Now, it's a place that I really don't want to see go bankrupt. And that's what we're talking about today. Welcome to the Z-Man Show. So what we've been hearing about these last few weeks or so is GameStop's stock going crazy. Already talked about that. We all know what's going on, basically. I'm going to simplify exactly what happened, because I'm not a big finance guy. I am not a huge investor. I do invest. I do a little bit of investing, but not much, and I'm not super well versed on it. I know the basics. I'm no financial advisor. I'm no Wall Street trader. I'm just some fat nobody in a basement. So I did all my research on what was going on with the GameStop stock, and I figured out what was actually going on. And I wanted to make a video talking about it just because it's GameStop and, you know, we're talking about games here. And like I said, I love GameStop. So I figured I'd talk about it. But I wanted to talk about it and simplify it for anybody that doesn't know anything about the stock market. I only have a real basic knowledge of it. Hopefully you have a real basic knowledge of it. I've done some investing, but honestly, I've done more investing in stocks in Animal Crossing than I have in real life. This all started actually last year. Last year this started. Somewhere around September, I believe. There was an investing company that did hedge funds that was using GameStop to make a profit. Now, why would they be making a profit on a company that has been failing for a really long time? They've been losing money like forever. And apparently I read today that they weren't going to make a profit until 2023. GameStop was not planned to make a profit until 2023. Speaking of that, the reason GameStop's been failing is because nobody's buying physical games anymore. Obviously, some people are. I still do. I love buying physical games. I wish I could just buy physical games, but everything's digital now. We buy our stuff on our computers, or we buy them on the consoles we're playing the games on. Nobody has to go to GameStop anymore. That's why they're failing. The reason the hedge funders wanted to go to that is because of what hedge funds actually do. This is going to be a very, very basic explanation of what hedge funds do, because I just learned about it, and I just wanted to simplify it for anybody else that wanted to know. So basically what was happening was these hedge fund guys, big hedge fund guys, were short selling GameStop stock. What short selling means is they basically borrow stocks of that company, of what they think is going to go down, like the price is going to drop. So they borrow shares. They borrow shares from a broker. I don't really know how that works. That's a little too high above my pay grade, but they are able to borrow actual shares from someone and then sell those shares at that price, at that current price that the stock is at. Then they wait for the stock price to go down. The farther down it goes, the bigger difference there is between the first price that they borrowed it at and sold it at to what they're going to buy it back at to give back to their broker. I actually read a really good example on Investopedia. It's a website about investing, and it kind of explains a lot of stuff that you have questions on. I'm going to read that example for you right now. For example, if an investor thinks that Tesla stock is overvalued at $625 per share, I think that's an old price, and is going to drop in price, the investor may borrow 10 shares of Tesla from their broker, who then sells it for the current market price of $625. If the stock goes down to $500, the investor could buy the 10 shares back at this price, return the shares to their broker, and that makes a profit of $1,250. So the difference between what they borrowed and sold it at the price, and then it goes down, and the difference between that price is their profit. So these hedge fund guys were short selling GameStop back when they were around $7 to $8. That's around September last year, to wait until it went down even further, because that's where they were going. They were going nowhere but down. People on a Reddit page, I'm not going to name either the Reddit page or the business people, because I don't think they need any more publicity, and I was too lazy to look them up before I started recording. So these guys on Reddit that were part of a subreddit that were they were talking about stocks. right? It's just a subreddit that talks about stocks and just an investing community. They found out about these guys short selling GameStop. Apparently, this company was putting out their research on who they were going to short or targets that they could short. And the people on Reddit weren't happy about it. So they all banded together and started investing in GameStop. And that just built up and built up and built up and built up over the months and then weeks. And then just these past few days took it to the moon. That's an investing term. Not a literal one. I think it's more like investing slang, I guess. But if you're on Twitter at all, to the moon is a big thing. These hedge fund guys lost so much money. You know, not just put it in perspective. I got to look at this up. I'm going to look up how much they actually lost. Short sellers are nursing estimated losses of $19 billion. $19 billion. That is a lot of fucking money. Anyway, I hope I simplified that enough for anybody that isn't like super into stocks or hasn't looked at the stock market at all, doesn't know any of the terminology. Hopefully you get a little bit of what's going on now. But now, because of that, GameStop's stock went up, and that means the company has more funds to work with. For now. I think they're probably going to have to wait to see if this stays where it's at. I'm sure it'll stay for a while. It's going to be better than what they had before, of course, definitely. But these crazy spikes of prices is bound to go down. I can't imagine it staying that high for that long. One thing, something that nobody's talking about, I had a really hard time finding anybody even mentioning it, the benefit that this has to GameStop as a company. They have a chance to basically save their entire company and hopefully turn it into something that can stay successful. Now, I don't have access to any of their records, obviously, so I don't know how close they were to going bankrupt or if they were still going to stay afloat for another decade or so. Not sure. But this seems to give them such a safety net to change something. They need to either change how they sell their games, change what they sell, or just completely redefine GameStop as a whole. They have the opportunity now to make the changes that they needed to make, and they have more time to do it, and I believe they have more money to do it now too. Not only that, but if they are able to turn the business around, make huge changes that benefit the company, not only does that benefit the company, it benefits the people that are holding those stocks as well. If they can come up with some kind of idea or some kind of way to make this work, then everybody that invested in them because of that will get even more success out of owning those shares. Now, I want to say again, I am no finance person. I am definitely not a financial advisor, but I would recommend staying back from GameStop right now. See what plays out. Even the president and stuff is looking into it, I guess. So I would just steer clear of that. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm sticking with Dogecoin. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you invested. Did you guys get any GameStop shares? Did anybody get any GameStop shares? Tell me what you did and how you did it. You don't have to say how much you made if you don't want to, but if you do, you can. That'd be pretty cool. Do you actually think that this could save the company? Do you think it's still just a lost cause? Tell me what you think down in the comments. Like and subscribe if you like these current event in gaming, pseudo gaming kind of news. Remember to come out and hang out with us on Twitch. Stream Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights at 6 o'clock, and Saturday mornings at 8. And we just hit affiliate. I can't wait for my first affiliate stream. We're doing really good. Thanks for all the support, guys. Thanks for all the growth on the channel. Thanks for all the growth on Twitch. Come on over to the Discord as well. Hang out with the whole community. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I. Z-Man out.